Disclaimer. This podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only and is not medical advice. Always talk with your healthcare provider before starting any new peptide, supplement, or treatment. Today we're diving into a question I get constantly. Can peptides help with hormones after 40? And honestly, this is one of the most important conversations we can have because hitting our 40s can feel like someone quietly changed the settings on our entire body overnight. Hormones shift, energy dips, metabolism slows, sleep gets weird, and our mood can decide to take a random roller coaster ride at any moment. So let's talk about how peptides fit into this picture and whether they truly offer support when your hormones start doing their own thing. When most people hit 35 to 40, they start noticing changes that don't feel dramatic at first, but they are definitely noticeable. Suddenly, you may not recover the same. You may gain weight easier. You may feel more tired even when you swear you slept 8 hours. And for women, perimenopause can sneak in years before you think it should. For men, testosterone may start drifting downward slowly. And for everyone, stress hormones, inflammation, and metabolic hormones start shifting out of their younger patterns. It's totally normal, but it can also be incredibly frustrating. This is where peptides get interesting because they don't override your hormones. They don't replace your hormones. Instead, most peptides support the systems that control hormone production, balance, and response. Think of them as gentle nudges that help your body function more efficiently again. Not forcing, just supporting. Let's start with one of the most commonly discussed systems, the growth hormone pathway. After age 30, natural growth hormone release drops about 15% each decade. That means by 40 you feel it. You may not recover from workouts the same. Your metabolism slows. Your skin doesn't repair as fast. Sleep quality may decline. This is where peptides like sermorelin, CJC1295, and ipamorelin come in. They don't give you growth hormone. Instead, they signal your pituitary to release more of your own, in your own natural rhythm. That's why so many people after 40 say they notice better sleep, better recovery, and a little metabolic support when they use these peptides consistently. They help restore a pattern your body has started to downshift. Now, let's talk about inflammation because inflammation and hormones are deeply connected. After 40, inflammation tends to creep higher. Stress, poor sleep, toxins, menopause, and perimenopause. All of these raise inflammatory markers that then disrupt hormones even more. So peptides like KPV, ARA290, and BPC157 are incredibly popular because they help calm down that inflammatory storm. When inflammation goes down, hormones have a clearer pathway to rebalance. Many women say their mood feels more stable. Their cycles feel smoother. Their bloating decreases. Their sleep improves. And when all of that balances out, hormonal symptoms naturally lighten. Another huge peptide topic after 40 is metabolic hormones. We're talking insulin, glucose response, appetite signals, fat storage, and the sudden shift where losing weight feels nearly impossible even when you're doing everything right. Peptides like GLP-1, GLP-2, and cagrilintide can help regulate appetite signals, support gut hormone production, and reduce that relentless hunger that hits when estrogen or testosterone shift. They also help improve insulin sensitivity, which is major for hormone balance because insulin resistance amplifies hormonal chaos. Speaking of estrogen and progesterone, peptides don't directly increase them, but certain peptides improve how your body responds to your own hormones. For example, GHK-C can support collagen, repair, and tissue healing, which makes a difference in skin quality and even vaginal tissue health after 40. Thymosin alpha-1 supports immune regulation, which becomes increasingly important as hormone levels change. CMAX and C-Link help with mood regulation and the brain fog that so many people experience in perimenopause and andropause. Hormones shift, and the brain often feels the effects first. These peptides can create more calm, focus, and mental clarity when everything feels up in the air. Now, let's talk about fatigue because it is one of the #1 complaints after 40. Peptides like MOTS-C and AOD960 help support mitochondrial health and metabolic function. When your mitochondria run better, your energy improves, your metabolism improves, and your hormonal stress load lightens. A lot of people describe these peptides as getting their spark back. Another piece to consider is sexual wellness, because hormones after 40 often impact libido, sensitivity, and sexual function. Peptides like PT141 can help increase desire. BPC157 and TB500 can help with tissue repair, especially if there's pelvic floor tension or discomfort. Thymulin and thymosin alpha-1 help with immune and inflammatory components that sometimes play a role in sexual symptoms. Hormones and sexual wellness are strongly connected, and peptides can support the underlying systems that affect both. One area that often gets overlooked is gut health, and this is huge because the gut produces and regulates a large portion of the body's hormonal signals. Stress, aging, environmental toxins, and hormonal shifts can all disrupt gut function. Peptides like GLP-2, BPC157, and KPV help repair the gut lining, lower inflammation, and restore balance. When your gut calms down, hormones follow. Many people notice improved digestion, less bloating, better energy, and more consistent moods when their gut peptides are dialed in. Now, I want to tack on one more angle, and that is stress. After 40, stress has a bigger impact on hormones than ever before. Cortisol spikes, sleep disruptions, mood swings, anxiety. All of these feed into the hormonal roller coaster. This is where C-Link, C-Max, and even oxytocin-based peptides can provide support. They help regulate stress pathways, improve emotional balance, and restore a feeling of groundedness. When cortisol stabilizes, your other hormones have space to function more normally. So, can peptides help hormones after 40? Absolutely, but not because they replace hormones. It's because they support the systems that influence hormones. They help the body work better, recover better, manage stress better, and communicate better. And for a lot of people, that means fewer symptoms, more stability, and feeling more like themselves again. But here's the part that matters. Peptides work best when combined with lifestyle habits that support hormone health. Good sleep, a nutrient-rich diet, strength training, stress management, and blood work that helps you understand your baseline. Peptides are not magic, but they are powerful tools when used correctly and consistently. If you're someone over 40 wondering whether peptides could help you feel more balanced, more energized, and more hormonally stable, you are not alone. The answer is yes, they can support your body in incredible ways. But make sure you do your research, listen to your body, and always work with someone who understands how peptides interact with hormones. Disclaimer: this podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only and is not medical advice. Always talk with your healthcare provider before starting any new peptide, supplement, or treatment. Thanks for listening, keep learning, and stay curious.